happen. First, but not worst. Isn't that great? Hey, what's up? How's everyone this evening? I hate to invoke his name, but just saw Vouch vid on the DFF channel, and it was priceless. Priceless. Yeah, I think I'm done with Vouch. I think I've had my fill. I've drunk my fill of the neoliberal musings of the man known as Vouch. I have no time for him any longer. I've received your signal. Okay. I didn't send you a signal specifically, but I'm glad that you have received the signal that was sent. Barbecue ribs or fried chicken? Neither. I just watched Glengarry Glen Ross for the first time. I loved it. Do you have any suggestions for another play I should check out? Like a movie based on a play? Sure. Watch Bug. It's got, Ashley Judd is in it. And a guy, Michael McSomething. He's a character actor. I'd recognize him if I saw him, and so probably would you, Michael something. But Bug is really good, and based on a show. Just came out on my porch to smoke a black and drink a Modelo. Oh, I wish I had a couple of Modelos. I don't think I do though. I think there's no beer. Still think Trump's gonna win. I still think there's a better than average chance. Yeah. I lived through 2016 though. I'll believe Trump has lost when the election's over. Was I invited to the Diddy party? No. You have great hair, thanks. I try. I like my hair. I am a fan of my hair. I'm getting back onto theater. Just watched the Emma Thompson, Sweeney Todd. Not my favorite, Levitt, but still good. Yeah, she's really good. I'm getting back. Oh, I already read that. Sometimes I look away or close my eyes and start reading something. Racist or no? No. What a stupid question. What a dumb question. Yes, I think Scott did it. I remember the Lacey P. It happened not far from where I grew up. Wasn't it in like Chowchilla or something? I can't remember where Lacey Peterson disappeared, but it was somewhere like, it might even have been Fresno. I think she disappeared not far from here. Wasn't it like Copper River or something? What were the 70s like? You tell me, bro. I was born in 1980, so I have no memories of the 70s. I was a fetus during the 70s, briefly, towards the end of the 70s. I was a fetus for a while. I was a foetus. Can I ask a question? Are there any Brits in here? Why do you guys spell fetus foetus? Have you guys ever seen that shit? Foetus. Yeah, dude, I was discoing in the womb. I do like disco music. Yeah, and Colour and Paido. Have you seen that? How they spell pedo? They spell it Paido. The fuck is wrong with you people? Hello, Rahul. Nice to meet you. Labour, yeah. I'm from India. 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 Bye, guy. What type of strand? You mean strain? There's no strands of weed, bro. I don't mean to be a corrector. You bet it's not loud. This is cereal milk that I'm smoking now, and it's loud as fuck. Do you go monkey for the Fent? What is up with you people tonight? Do I look like a Fent guy? Cereal milk is dank. You gotta give me my props. I want to hear my props out of you. Dude, I'm on the West Coast, bro. I'm in the land of milk and honey, bro. California. Right in the heart of it all. The best weed in the world is grown within 100 miles of where I sit. Everything I've got is top shelf. They don't even make mid shelf where I'm from, bro. It's frosty, it's dank, and it's loud. Cali is for dreamers, true. The hopeful, the dreamer, yeah. I've never been out east and had the tree, to be honest with you. Well, that's not true. I've had Florida trees. I've had Louisiana trees. Texas trees. Washington trees were good. Arizona trees are good. What biker gang you in? The Gluttons. You ever heard of us? We're not very violent. We just eat a lot. Yeah, we just eat a lot of food. We'll like eat you under the table. What do you think like? What am I supposed to do on the off season? Like, what do you think I'm up to while I'm waiting for Christmas? How do you think I pass the time? Chat's just on one tonight, man. There's some meanie bobeanies in the chat, but that's okay. I forgive them. But yeah, there's some definite meanie bobeanies going on in the chat. They're hurting my feelings. Chad, why? Did you want to hurt my feelings? Is this what you wanted? Paul, I think you're a pretty okay guy. Hey, thanks, buddy. I think you're a dick. Just kidding. I don't know you. What do you think about the UK riots, Paul? Dude, if I say what I think about the riots, everybody's gonna hate me. Like, I know, like, it's horrible. Like, there's race riots, right? Like, white people are like, "Hey, we're gonna get these brownies out of bread." But, like, dude, it's, like, the idea of a bunch of doddering, like, old Brits, like, wearing, like, driving caps, rioting, it just makes me laugh. I'm sorry, dude. I'm an American, okay? I think it's ingrained in our blood to laugh at the aggression of Brits. And so when it happens, I just kind of laugh, you know? Like, not for the people getting messed up, but at the dumbasses. Because, like, it's one thing to be a racist. It's another thing to be British and racist. You know what I mean? That's like, from where I stand, that's like bottom of the barrel, you know? Bottom of the barrel of racism. As if you're both British and racist. Muslim Europe. Oh, really? Is that what you guys are doing? Is that what you Muslims are up to over there? ¿Eres abuelo de Kratos? No. No soy el abuelo de Kratos. Yeah, I got Blue Dream on hand as well, but I like this cereal milk, bro. I'm feeling the cereal milk tonight. We're gonna smoke on the cereal milk. Jesus. I'm not ready for this. This weed. This weed's giving me the weed coughs. Dude, I never stole your grandma's weed eater. That bitch told me I could borrow it, okay? And then I went back and I tried to give it back, and that bitch wouldn't answer the door. And so I tried. Okay? She said I could borrow it. So I don't even want to hear your shit, okay? You've been stalking me on Facebook for 9 years, okay? It's time to let go of your mom's weed eater, okay? Your granny's weed eater, I sold that a long time ago, bro. I sold it for $20, okay? Pass that shit over here. Bitch, I'm trying to disappear. You can't have none of this. You can't handle this. Motherfuckers come to Cali to green out. That's the truth. You guys are used to smoking them fucking twigs and berries down home on the farm. People come out to Cali and they're like, let me get some really good weed. They end up like losing a whole day. How do you do borrowed weed? What are you even talking about, bro? What is borrowed weed? $70% THC is a joke. I guess well, if it's a rosin infused joint, then I guess maybe. But there's some wild fucking claims about THC and like they'll be like, oh, this one is 50%. It's like, no, it ain't. If you know anything, like, unless it's infused, if they're trying to sell you something that's like super high THC percentage or some shit, and it's non-infused, they're just lying out their ass. And it happens too. The regulation is not quite there yet. Nudity. Oh, that goofy dinosaur. That goofy dinosaur. Hillary in the house. Hillary in the fucking goddamn White House. Is it haunted here? There was I don't want to like dox myself, but there was a huge mass murder in the house that I live in, okay? A year after this house was built, okay, the original owner went fucking nuts and killed his family, okay? When I heard about this, because they've got to disclose that shit to you. There's a California law. You can't keep that shit. So they disclosed this shit. But I went and did some digging. And I found out that those were not the only murders on this piece of land. See, before this house existed, there was a homestead here. And the tales from that homestead will chill your blood. How much do you know about the horticulture chemical taxonomy of cannabis? I'm pretty much like a doctorate level theorician on the subject. Like, I could pretty much name everything about it. Just kidding. I have no fucking clue. I know how to smoke weed and roll a joint and pack a bowl and use different implements to enjoy the marijuana, like bongs, gravity bongs, various pipes, dry herb vapes. But as far as like the chemistry, the chemicals, I'm not your guy, bro. I'm never your guy for that kind of shit. For the math stuff, especially. You have blood-soaked land? Oh yeah, dude. This place, believe it or not, back in the frontier times, was an Indian burial ground, okay? The Shoshone Indians buried their dead on this very land, and at night their spirits roam the neighborhood. You didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear it from me. Is this a ghost watch stream? Hey, would you watch it if it was? Dude, I think it would be actually kind of fun to do a ghost stream every now and again. Would you guys think that would be fun? Like if I found like an old place near me that I could explore, and we could go in together with the phone and the light, you know, and look for ghosts. Do it. Well, when I get moved, I'll do it. I don't want to do it around here. It's too hot. But when I get moved, there's some caves and there's some like old houses for sale and stuff. We could do some tours. Yeah, there's at least one poltergeist that lives in this house. At least one. That I know of personally. Have personal knowledge of. Don't get spooked. Or like I could go do some crazy, like, you know what I did one year? There was this ritual that we had. We went to this competition at a place called Amador up in the mountains of Northern California. And there was a tradition every year that the night that we got there, the entire, like, the older kids, juniors and up, would go to the cemetery and run around in this tiny little cemetery in the middle of the night. And like, if we were just quietly, I guess nowadays things are different, because like cemeteries are gonna have like guards and like people with like cameras and gates that are closed at night and stuff. Because we ran around this whole ass giant cemetery in Amador, California. And it was pretty wild, man. I could do like just go to some spooky spots, like out by the lake at night, and sit there by myself and just see how long it takes for me to get spooked with only the stream to keep me company. Where are you from? California. California love. Kind of sucks what you can't get away with. Like, I was never a big, like, breaking and entering kid or nothing. I'm not claiming to have been a big criminal when I was, like, a teenager, but, like, we would trespass and shit. Like, we would go places we weren't supposed to be. And it wasn't like there were no cameras anywhere, but like on an old abandoned place, there's not gonna be a fucking camera on it. Camera on the fucking, you know? And now you can't, like, it doesn't matter where the building is at. Somebody's probably got an IP camera on it at the very least. Hello, kitty. Damn, being a kid in the 80s was out of this world. True. It really was. It was fun. It was fun. I think everybody has fun when they're a kid. If you don't, that's sad. It wasn't all fun. I had some bad shit happen. But ultimately, I had a pretty fun childhood, man. It was a good time to grow up. I kind of cherished that time. Cherish those memories because the world was so different. Like, just like technologically, I think, mostly. Like, the social structure wasn't all that different, but like, no social media, no cell phones, no 24/7 internet, none of that, you know? Like, the world felt a little smaller, a little more intimate then. But, you know. Soon you're going to get sensors in many empty places, get fined for trespassing. Yeah. How high? I don't know, man. How high do we fly? Up in the sky, so high. My friend and I would dip out on bikes all day. Parents didn't care. Yeah. I had the same thing with my parents. Just like boundaries were like around the hood, you know what I mean? Like a few blocks away from home. Don't cross the freeway. Be home by fucking sundown. Cheers. That means in the summer, I could be out riding my bike and shit until like 9 o'clock at night in the early summer. Earwig. The fuck out of here, bro. I'm not for you. Someone explain to me how being naked is a crime. Someone might be able to. I can't, though. I really don't understand it. So that very act of being a human being and having a human body is illegal if you're in certain places with it just on display, I guess. I don't think the world would be a worse place if nudity was more like commonplace. I don't know that it would like fix a whole lot of problems or anything, but I do feel like the world would be a little better off, a little easier off, if people weren't so hung up about their bodies and sexuality and shit. I feel like America has this weird thing with sex. We're simultaneously like obsessed with it and super prudish about it. It's so hard to explain to somebody that didn't grow up here. Like everything is drenched in sexual innuendo here, but if you push past the innuendo, people freak the fuck out. It's very weird, man. There are people that just like concern themselves with other people's sex lives, worrying about it, who they're having sex with, what their interest is. It's just like you don't have to look far to find just groups and groups and groups of people who conglomerate around exposing other people's sexual peccadillos, exposing this, talking about other people's sex lives, talking about this. It's fucking crazy to me that like it's it very much reads as sexual repression to me. I've never in my life, and I'm not going to claim like it's not fun to think about like when there's like a sex scandal or something. It's like Bill Clinton getting head or whatever. That's funny, right? I'm not saying I don't, but it's just like I don't care about that type of shit in my day to day. It's not something that ever comes up. It's not something that I would ever fill my day with. Is what other people are doing to get off, and it's like there's this like super obsession. People back then were less sexual, but it existed. It was just sultry. Now it's explicitly in people's faces. Well, I mean, that's up to the parents a lot of the time. But yeah, I guess you're right. Ultimately, like your kid's going to be at school. You can't police them 24/7 yet. I get the feeling that there will be a way to do this in the future. But as of now, biometrics are not a thing. We're in the very nascent stages of biometrics, and so... But yeah, ultimately, like that type of shit when I was a kid, it was dirty magazines, you know? So I saw crazy shit when I was a kid. It was just in dirty mags, penthouses and Playboys and shit. I used to see that shit when I was little. You know, every dad had a stash, every uncle had a stash, and if you knew where to find it, you could see some titties and some ass and some vagina if you wanted, some penis. That's what you were into. So it wasn't like the hardest fucking thing in the world to find. It's just super easy to find now. Are you Gandalf? No. Gandalf would know a spell to get rid of his allergy problems and shit. I don't have any such spell. The only one I know is Allegra. Yeah, and then like there's and look, dude, I'm not trying to be a prude about it, but there's like a pretty, to me, like alarming outcrop of like paraphilia and shit, where more and more young people are appending their sexuality to strange, cartoonish things. It's like, what gets me hot is pretending to be a giraffe, and it's like, I mean, I don't really have a problem with it, but it is concerning that we're simultaneously so like prudish about sexuality and so fucking repressed and wild that like children's cartoon material is what you get off on. You know what I mean? I don't know how that works. The brony shit, you know, to an extent, the furry shit. I don't, you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, but to me, it's like slightly worrying that, you know, like young people are like starting to develop their sexuality in these strange paraphilic ways. Bro, you asking questions about Islam? I'm gonna go with, why is it legal for an adult in Islam to marry a 6-year-old? I'm gonna go with, because Islam is based on a barbaric Bronze Age, it's actually later, it's like Iron Age fucking shitbox book that's filled with like scientific impossibility, fantasy, and brutality. How about that? And one of the brutal things is, yeah, you can marry a fucking child. There you go. Islam rules is supposed to be half your age plus 7. Whatever, dude. Whatever. So goofy. Religion in general is pretty fucking goofy to me. Damn. Military. Drilling at night, doing night drills. Who are the coolest, Romans or Sumerians? The coolest? I like the Sumerians, dude, honestly. I think the Sumerians were cool. But I'm more fascinated with the more ancient Assyrian, Ur, Sumerian kind of like era in Mesopotamia. Is it okay to marry a child? No, it is not. You ever checked out that abandoned water park outside of Barstow? No, I have not. Where do you get your sense of humor? where everybody else gets theirs. I guess I was lucky I was raised around a lot of funny people. I absorbed a lot of my humor and my style of humor via osmosis. Imagine how cool it would be knowing you were one of, if not the first civilization. Yeah, that would be cool. Do you believe in negative energy? Not really. We're talking about like, I believe in like uh, perceivable like flaws in people. So like negative energy would be like somebody who's just constantly trying to yuck your yum or whatever you kids say now, right? Like somebody that's just constantly shitty to be around. I don't think that's negative energy. I think that's just a negative human being. If you were the ruler of your own country, what would be the first law you would introduce? I mean, obviously the law against usurping me as ruler. I mean, you know what I mean? Like making sure that everybody knows this is a permanent kingship. It's a permanent arrangement. I think you got to do that first, right? The ancient Romans used to drink psychedelic wine. Cool. Yeah, neat for them. I bet ancient people tripped different. You know what I mean? We've got all these like weird things in our head, these weird imageries from movies and music videos and cartoons and shit that can like augment our stuff. I bet back in the day they had some wild fucking trips, bro. Because they believed they had a whole different like mythology and I bet they saw some wild shit, bro. That would be cool to be able to trip as a Roman. Like, give me a trip, but make it a trip that a Roman would have had. A trip that a fucking ancient Egyptian would have had. Ooh. I could get with that. What do you think they saw? The gods, man, of course. Everything was the gods, especially the Romans, right? The gods were these, like, fickle, trickster kind of, like, plagues on humanity a lot of the time, you know? I have heard of Soma, yeah. I'm Romanian, closest thing to Roman. Cool. Native Americans went hard, psychedelics. Yeah, peyote and different DMT compounds and shit, yeah. Very true. I bet they tripped some crazy shit, bro. Dude, can you imagine like tripping in the Acropolis at night with all those fucking giant statues and shit? I bet that was wild. So, you a Christian? Nope. Humans evolved due to psychedelic mushrooms and eating cooked meat. Okay. Cool. I like the conversations between you and Destiny. I'm just like, I feel bad. I don't want to interrupt him because like I'm so bored with what he's doing right now. I can't even watch like this endless like I'm going to prove January 6th. It's like I just don't think it's going to change any fucking minds. I like the reasonable people and people that are looking to be reasonable and looking to engage in good faith already know that it was an insurrection, and anybody that believes that it isn't is either too stupid to be elucidated by your research or is, like holding on to it in bad faith and presenting, like they know it's wrong, but they don't care. And I just, I don't want to like just like be a drain or a drag on what he's doing. So I'll just wait till he moves on to whatever his next arc is, and I'll pop in more. Well, I'd like to play you in Tekken. Still taking challengers? Yeah. I'll whip your ass. I'll hand you your bitch ass real quick. I'll smack you around a little bit if that's what you want, man. I don't know. There's some dude that's like, I keep hearing when I go into TJ's Discord, they're like, some guy is looking for you. He wants to play Tekken. And I was like, well, tell him to fucking get better at coming in here when I'm in here, Yeah, no, I'll whoop your ass at some Tekken real quick. I don't mind doing that for you, showing you how that's done. How good at Tekken are you? Dude, I'm a god, bro. I'm untouchable at Tekken. No, I'm kidding. I'm pretty mid, but I have fun with it, so it's whatever. I enjoy talking shit more than I enjoy actually playing the game. Why is it liars, users, abusers, monsters can get jobs, but their victims can't? Huh? I don't understand the question. Who do I main? Jack 8. With a little side Zafina. Can I say I'm black? Sure. Is Tekken like compared to Street Fighter? I mean, some of the same principles apply, but it's very different. Tekken can be daunting because when you pull up your move list, there's like 90 million moves for every character because, every button corresponds to a different attack. And then every button pressed with a direction at the same time. So like forward and punch is going to do a different type of punch, down and punch, up and punch, back and punch. So like basically like every punch has 4 or 5 different things, and then you can hit 2 buttons together. That gives you something. 2 buttons together plus a direction gives you something. So it can be very daunting to get into I guess, but yeah. I like Jack because I'm really not great at combo strings, but Jack is a really honest character in Tekken. He's basically like a poke character. And so I've really been working on like my footsies, as they call it, and not worrying so much about getting the big combo string and stuff like that. Jack has a lot of really fast, long-range moves that can catch you slipping if you don't know they're coming. He's a big guy, but he's less of a grappler and more of like a zoner, if that makes sense. I'm a fighting game noob because I've only played Super Smash Bros. Unfortunately, never got into fighting games outside of Smash. Yeah. Oh man, no Brian. No Brian. No Brian's, dude. No Brian's allowed. Pick a real character, bro. Not that cheap ass Brian bullshit, bro. No Brian's. Boo. Dude, what else? Like, let me guess, dude. Is your back? Do you have a pocket Eddie Gordo? I was the Leo player from your Discord, so you've already seen my strats. Oh, yeah, I have watched you play. You're pretty good, and Leo is a tricky character, but I think I'd squash you. June, of course. Of course you're gonna pick a Kazama. Of course, dude. They've got plot armor in the fucking thing. Anybody with the last name Kazama in it is gonna be fucking retardedly overpowered. Tell me I'm wrong, bro. Yeah, Law, that's a respectable pick. I respect a Law. I think he's lame, but I think that you playing Law is respectable. I have zero respect for any Kazama players. I have zero respect any Kazama. I don't care if it's Jin, June, Jun, Jupe, Floop, Dupe, Sploop, or Noop. Okay, I don't care. Zero respect for a Jin player, like a Kazama player at all, unless, like, well, I don't know, dude. I respect a Mishima player, all right? A Heihachi player, straight up, respecto. I respect a Claudio player. Never even see somebody using Claudio, but I respect a Claudio player. Dragonov. Dragonov is whack. Leroy is cool. I like Leroy. I respect a Leroy main. I respect a Dragonov main about as much as I respect a bug on the ground. Spit on a Dragonov. Heihachi is not lame, bro. Heihachi is the badass fucking character. Steve, some Steves are alright. Some of them are just too up their own ass. But yeah, I guess I can respect a Steve main. Dude, if you ever find somebody that can play Shaheen, respect to that person. Because, yeah, I respect Shaheen. Eddie Gordo. Garbage. Who's that new character? Azucena? No respect. Feng Wei? Yes. Yeah, respect. Mad respect for Feng mains. King, yeah, respect on King. Respect on Nina as well. Nina's pretty badass. And good Nina players can be really fucking hard. Nah, I respect it. Lydia, nah. Nah, bro. Spammy as fuck. Just garbage character. I don't like Lydia. No respect. Off my respect list if you're maining Lydia. No, Soul Calibur was my shit back in the day. Played Soul Calibur 1 on the Dreamcast with my friends, bro. I bet you can guess who I main. See if you can guess who I mained in Soul Calibur. I had 2 mains at different times in Soul Calibur. Who's my first main in Soul Calibur, dude? Some people probably know this because I think I've talked about it before, but... No, not Nightmare. Good guess, though. I do like the big one. I like the big chonkies. Ivy, nope. 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 Nobody's landed on it yet. Nope, 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 nope. Astaroth, nope. Well, I did main Astaroth, yeah, later. That was a later one. That was like in Soul Calibur 4 or 3 or whatever. No, the original Soul Calibur. Well, I mean, he's in every game, too. He's a main cast character, okay? I'll give you guys that much. How's that? Nobody? Voldo. 100% dedicated Voldo main. And I picked up Astaroth in like a later game as a side piece. But I'm 100% Voldo all day, every day. Voldo's the best, bro. Yeah, no. I usually like You know, well, not usually, I guess. Sometimes I'll pick bigger characters, but a lot of times I'll end up landing on a weirder character. Voldo was like the ultimate weird guy in the first one. He had this move where you could pop people up, go into crab stance, and hump them until they were dead or fell off the stage. If you could land that, it was a guaranteed controller spike. Guaranteed. Every time I humped somebody off stage with the pop up, crab stance, run under, hump, hump, over, dude. Over. You like stand with your back to people and they'd think they were safe to come up. They don't know he's got a whole move set from behind. He's got a whole move set. Yeah, the worm, yeah. Yeah, I'll hop on Tekken tonight. If you guys want to play some Tekken, we should all jump in TJ's Discord server and play some Tekken if we're going to do that. Just go in like the gaming VC and let's meet up in there and let's play some Tekken. I'm trying to play a few matches tonight just to chill. What's TJ's Discord? Discord.gg/TJ Hive. TJHIVE, all one word. Just join in over that. Yeah, I'll go in there right now because fuck this, bro. I want to play some Tekken. I'm talking about Tekken. Let's just play some Tekken. If you want me to break you off, come play. If not, I'll see you next time. Bye.